Good morning, guys, from Xi'an or Xi'an here in China. What a city, man. I just discovered last night that it's one of the oldest city of China, more than 3,000 years of history, and it's a really beautiful city. Maybe I'll make a separate video just to show you around the city because it's absolutely worth it. But this video is more of an adventure, like a kind of a mission, probably like a mission impossible because it's pretty hard, this mission, and I'll tell you soon what I want to do. So basically, I left Japan last night. I flew from Japan all the way here to China. And if you watch my first Japan video, you know that I wanted to ride from Tokyo to Mount Fuji. That was like a dream of mine. And I failed miserably because it was snowing, so I couldn't ride a motorbike. And now that I'm in China, I want to try a new adventure. I want to really ride a motorbike. So in this video, we're gonna try to get like a temporary driving license permit, because in China they don't allow you to ride with an international driving license. You need to have a Chinese driving license, and it's pretty hard to get, to be honest.
Can foreign driving license be used directly to drive motor vehicles in Xi'an? The answer is no.
What I've seen from researching is that you can get this Chinese temporary license only if you come to China with a group, kind of a tour operator, like a group riding experience, and the Chinese tour operator can provide the license for you for a short amount of time. But honestly, I don't really like to do group rides. I like to ride by myself, to take my time, to explore. So in this video, I really want to try to apply by myself. I know it's hard. It's actually very hard, especially because we are in China and everything is Chinese, and I have to collect like a bunch of documents, and I have to go to different offices and talk with different people and do some exam and tests. So it's kind of complicated. So I would say there is probably like a 30% chance that I can get a Chinese driving license, and probably 70% chance that they will reject me and told me, no, you cannot apply. So first step for today, I have to get this temporary residence form, and we can try to get it downstairs from the hotel, from the reception. So let's go downstairs and let's start this adventure. So the receptionist doesn't have any clue about the temporary residence registration form, which I need to then go to the transport office to apply for the license. I'm sending a message now to my friend Tony in Shanghai. Maybe he can speak with the receptionist because there is a huge language barrier. Good morning, Tony. My friend, Chinese.
他这个可能是得去公安登记吧。
Thank you.
Yeah, let me know.
Yeah, I'll let you know as soon as I go to the police. So the hotel and the receptionist, they have no clue how to get me the registration form, and it's necessary in order to apply for the temporary driving license. So I'm trying to go to the police station because also they might be able to provide it. I knew that applying for the temporary Chinese driving license by myself wouldn't be easy, but yeah, not a good start. I'm a little bit nervous, to be honest, but yeah, let's try to get inside the police office and try to apply for this temporary residence certificate. With that document, then I can go to the proper transportation office to apply for the temporary driving license. So this police officer with a translator told me, no, we cannot help you, cannot give you the certificate, and he's sending me now to another officer, like another metro police, something like that, and he said that there might be like a police station that can get me this residence certificate. Let's see, I'm not so sure. And also big problem is gonna be the visa, because they will ask me for a Chinese visa, which I don't have. I just have the free 30 days entry stamp, so I don't actually have any Chinese visa, and they want a visa to get you the temporary license. So yeah, as I said, there is like a 30% chance that I can get it. Maybe this is the one, 200 meters I think. Okay, I see a police station here. It might be this one. Hello.
Hello.
You speak English?
No.
Okay. Guys, step one achieved. I just obtained the registration form of temporary residence from the police. I need a bunch of documents more, which I should have, so let's see. Now it comes the hard part. This looks really good. Can I have one? It's kind of hard and it tastes a little bit old as well, so it's not that good. But the good thing of China compared to Japan is that you can just buy food and eat in the street, while in Japan it's not really polite to do so. Plus, when I arrived last night, you cannot imagine how happy I was to find bins everywhere, like trash bins. Because in Japan you cannot find any trash bins, so you have to carry all your stuff like so long. I made it into this little park here in Xi'an, and it's so nice to see all the old people kind of exercising, just relaxing, walking around. So many of them. By the way, this park is extremely beautiful, like very chill, very zen, with beautiful gardens. And I'm just taking a break before going to the, where I have to go? The Vehicle Administration Office, Traffic Management Bureau. Man, if I can get this Chinese driving license, I'm gonna rent a motorbike and go on an epic road trip around this region. I really, really hope so, because that would be like a dream of mine, to ride a motorbike in China. What an incredible park. Man, China is so underrated. Like a place like this in Japan would have like thousands of tourists, and here there is like nobody. So the Vehicle Administration Office is about 1 kilometer from here. Let's see if I remember. Maybe I just have to scan this one. Let's try. Oh. So the Transport Bureau is supposed to be here, but I just asked the security and they say, no, it's not here. And I don't understand anything, so I'll try to call Tony again.
这上面我看你写陈冠送。
10 kilometers away.
10 kilometers
I
away.
need to check.
Thank you so much for helping me, man, because it's otherwise alone I would not be able to do it. I would be completely
Okay,
lost.
no problem.
So apparently this place was not the right place. Tony now is helping me to find the head office, the head transport office. He just talked with the policeman. Should be maybe like 10 kilometers from here. He's gonna look on the map and send me the exact location, and then maybe I'll go in the afternoon. Man, this is one of my favorite things ever. It's the Chinese burger, and it's so good. So they should sell it here, I think. Oh yes, oh my god. Yeah, this is the one. 12 yuan for the Chinese burger and 1 water. Man, China is pretty cheap compared to Japan. I keep comparing everything to Japan because I just came from there. And yeah, China is definitely cheaper, way cheaper than Japan. So let me give you an update, guys. I got the certificate from the police. I have my international driving permit from Thailand. I have the translation, the Chinese translation. Already made it in Thailand. I got my pictures. And I got my original license from Thailand. So those are all the documents needed to apply for the temporary driving license. Now I have to just go to the main office and apply, do an exam, pay, and hopefully they will be able to give me the license the same day. That would be like a dream. I really hope so. But at the moment I really have all the documents necessary, so maybe now from 30% chance to get a Chinese license, we increase it to 50%, but we still have to go to the main office, so let's see. There you go, man. If I don't get the license, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do in China. I have to change completely my plan, but if I get it, I'm gonna rent a bike and do a epic road trip. Tony just sent me the official location of the place. which is 32 minutes away from here by car, 12 kilometers. So I jumped on a taxi and I headed outside the city to this major office, which should be the one in charge for the driving license. At this point you don't know, right, where are you going, because I've been to so many places that they were wrong, so I don't have too many expectations, but I had all my documents in order and yeah, I was ready to give it a try. Alright, Shaanxi. And we made it here to the Vehicle Management Office of Traffic Police. It's like a massive police office, and hopefully here they also provide driving license. You never know until you go inside and ask her. Let's try. Left. Okay. This building. Okay. So I already been to 2 different buildings and they were wrong, so let's try this one now. Also, this building is wrong. Should be the one next door.
住宿登记表，
我也不知道有没有过期，忘记了。
你有没有交管要商？
English, no Chinese.
I'm here at in front of the police, and they're basically rejecting all my documents. Man, what a massive failure. Basically, I came here and I gave all the documents and they were all wrong and they didn't accept any of them. So I called Tony, which spoke with them for like 20 minutes, and the international driving license translation has to be done by a Chinese company, not by a Thai company. And then the temporary registration form that I've done this morning at the police office is also wrong because it has to be all in Chinese, including the address, including my name has to be in Chinese. So they say, no, this is not good. And so yeah, they rejected all my documents. Now I have to find a translation agency here in Xi'an. I have to go back also maybe tomorrow to that police station to get the temporary registration form again, and it has to be done all in Chinese. So a complete mess, and I'm honestly losing the hope because they were also kind of like what this guy alone is doing here in this office and trying to get a license. They're not used to this, and it seems like they were also a bit annoyed by it. I don't know. Tony said that we can still do it, and he's now trying to find me like a translation agency. I don't know, man. I don't know if I have to give up or not because it's starting to get a bit complicated. Okay. On the way back to Xi'an and to my hotel, I was pretty disappointed and pretty discouraged also. And I was just thinking, what a silly idea to try to apply for a driving license alone in China with all these barriers and all these issues. I was also a bit disappointed with myself for trying this. But then my savior, Tony, came in again and called me, and he gave me a really good news that gave me hope again. So Tony just found me a translation agency right next to my hotel. He's amazing, man. And they even said that they can translate it right away. So if I can get it, then maybe tomorrow morning I can try again to reapply for all the documents. The translation agency should be inside here. Thank you so much. So here it is, the translation of everything. So should be good for tomorrow. So we have the translation now. I paid 350 yuan, which is like $50 for the translation of the driving license, the Thai license, not the international one, because I translated the international one and it was not okay for them. Just the original Thai license, and I also translated the passport. So 2 translations for $50. It was it's okay. Man, it's crazy that I've been to more police stations today in just one day than my entire life. So I was quite exhausted and I took the evening off just to explore Xi'an a little bit. I had some street food and I walked around the city center. So I got some Chinese dumpling. There is pork inside. Oh wow. Oh, big soup. Ah, look at this soup, so big. This name?
小笼包。
小笼包.
So I ordered this Xiaolongbao for only 6 yuan, and it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them with pork inside, and he even gave me like a free soup, which is massive as well. So imagine all of this for just 6 yuan, which is like not even $1. It's like 80 cents. So he's 26 years old, and he started his own business here selling these buns and soup. Every day.
Every day.
Yes. And this part has such a Thailand vibe with all the street food and vendors. Very similar.
The city center of Xi'an, where there is the bell tower, it's very interesting because it's super crowded. You have a lot of people and everybody's taking the picture of the bell tower, which is in the heart of the old town. But the crazy thing is not only the amount of people, but that most people dress up with the traditional Chinese costume and dresses. And all around the bell tower, they have like proper photo shoot set with professional lighting, with a photographer, with many cameras and digital screen to check the pictures and change the position and change the lighting and change the dress. It's crazy. Of course, most of the customers are women, especially young women, but I've never seen something like this and it's really crazy. And then I went to sleep because the day after was the last chance and the last opportunity to apply for the driving license. Alright guys, we are back at the police station. I prepared the translation on Google. I wrote, I need to make this document again in Chinese. The traffic police wants it in Chinese. What's all? So I got the document. This time they asked me a lot of questions, and also one police officer came in and says, you know, you will not be able to apply for the test because the exam is in Chinese and you don't speak Chinese, so you will not be able to do the test. He was trying to kind of scare me. Maybe he's right, but I will find it out once I go to the proper office at the transportation office. But they give me the residence form, so now I can go to the main office. And Tony just told me, you know, if you have to get the license, you have to get it today because tomorrow is public holiday, so everything will be closed. And then there will be the weekend, so for the next 3 days, everything will be shut down. So I only have today.
你好。
Ay. Now I start to feel a little bit nervous. Mainly because I spent already like 2 full days and quite a bit of money with hotels and translations and taxis to apply for this license. And now that I'm getting there, I'm really realizing that it's quite tough to apply in this way just by myself without anybody local with me. So we are back. Let's hope for the best. Guys, what is happening? It's crazy. So basically I went inside with all the documents. I got my number and then they called my number. I sit there, I give all my documents. She checked my document and straight away she called like a couple of colleagues. They check my documents together. They say, no, this is not okay. You cannot apply because you are an Italian citizen. So you have an Italian passport, but you have a Thailand driving license. So you need to have an Italian driving license in order to apply. You cannot do it with a Thai. But I told them, like, I live in Thailand, I have a Thai license. So they start to talk, they start to discuss, and then they just continue with the application somehow. Then after a few minutes again, she checked the documents, she typed something, and she told me, do you have a Chinese name? I say, no, I don't have a Chinese name. I'm Italian, I only have an Italian name. No, you need to have a Chinese name in order to apply. I was like, I don't have. Oh, so you cannot apply. I was like, okay, 1 second. So then I called Tony, I asked Tony, they asked me I need to have a Chinese name. So okay, we can make one for you. And then he just sent me like a Chinese name that is kind of similar to my name. He said, okay, just give them this name. And I just gave them this name. And somehow she kept continuing with the application. So I was like, wow, maybe this is actually going through, you know. And then the funny part came because she asked me to sign my name, my Chinese name, on a tablet. So I need to sign the application. It's like, oh my God. And she showed me my name and said, okay, just sign this one. And I tried, and it was so hard to write in Chinese. It took me some time, you know. And then the tablet turned off and the whole application kind of expired. And she was like super frustrated. I was like, okay, try again. And I tried. It was so hard. So basically someone next to me, like another customer next to me, came over, and they all talked with the staff while at the same time they were laughing. They kept saying Italian. They were laughing and probably make fun of me. And she held my hand and she basically signed the Chinese name for me. And everybody was just laughing, and I was laughing as well. It was like super funny, the situation. You should have seen that. It was like I didn't know how to write, so someone had to do it for me. So it was hilarious. And now they asked me to sit down on the chair and just wait for 1 hour. And they also told me to watch the TV, the screen in front of me. And the screen is basically just scooter accident after scooter accident, car accident, like a bunch of accident, which is very hard to watch, but I guess I have to watch it. Or maybe she just told me to watch it just to waste some time and just to wait for 1 hour. I'm not really sure. Let's see what's gonna happen in 1 hour. I'll keep you posted. Man, it's so funny. Guys, you cannot believe I got the license. Wow, I'm still shocked, you know. I still didn't realize it, but they just give it to me, and I pay. Basically I waited for 1 hour, and I waited, and then they called me and they asked me to pay 10 yuan. And then after I paid 10 yuan with WeChat, they just print the license and hand it over to me. And I was expecting to do some tests, or I didn't know. That's the part I was really worried about, because they said it would be all in Chinese, so I could not do it. But I just paid the 10 yuan, and then they just hand me over the license, and here I am. I can rent a motorbike now, which is gonna be another challenge, and I'm gonna bring you with me, because also there is not so easy, but yeah, I cannot believe that I got a Chinese driving license, man. Guys, honestly, I'm still in shock. I'm just walking around like without any direction, just thinking like, oh my God, I got the license, man. It's crazy, because really I almost gave up, and I was really hopeless with all the issues yesterday, the issues today. And big thanks to Tony, because without him I could have never applied for the license. There was no way. If without his help and the translation and the phone calls with the staff, it's really thanks to him if I was able to get the license. And the amazing news is that even though I got like a 30-day visa, just 30-day stamp, the license is for 90 days, so 3 months I can use it, and after that it will expire, because it's just a temporary driving permit. And stay tuned, because in the next video we're gonna try to rent a motorbike, which is gonna be another challenge. But also in the next video I will show you Xi'an a little bit more, so we're gonna see some tourist attractions as well. Thank you so much for watching. Super happy, because I'm gonna start this epic road trip on a motorbike in China, and I still cannot believe. So see you soon.